1991, the United States launched Desert Storm, bombing Iraq after Saddam Hussein's invasion of Kuwait. Desert Storm was advertised at the time as effective and relatively costless, and it led to a model of high-tech distant warfare that has been adopted by countries. In reality, we do not know how many Iraqis were killed during Desert Storm. The numbers vary between 10,000 and 100,000. Iraqi infrastructure was destroyed. And a weakened Saddam led to uprisings in the largely Shia south and in the Kurdish north. These uprisings were encouraged by the US forces, but not militarily supported, and led to brutal suppression by Saddam's forces. They claimed that Saddam had secret weapons of mass destruction. Hundreds of thousands, possibly up to 1 million of Iraqis were killed. Millions were displaced. It led to the rise of ISIS, global and regional upheaval. In between these wars, in 1994, an Iraqi-American artist, Heather Raffo, traveled to Baghdad and was struck by a painting of a woman grabbing onto a tree in the Baghdad Museum of Art. She interviewed the artist who made that painting and then went on to interview dozens of other women over the next decade and wove these voices of these women into a play called 9 Parts of Desire. She created 9 individual characters but maintained the cadence, the logic, and the voices of the women that she met. So the spine of the 9 Parts of Desire play revolves around the artist that she initially interviewed, but also included an exile, a doctor, a mother, a child, an American relative, a religious leader, and a disappointed wife. The play also included 5 calls to prayer, which we have kept in the production you're going to see today. The other music you'll hear, and you just heard, is the voice of Salima Murad, known as Pasha, one of the most renowned Iraqi singers of the last century. So tonight, you'll hear 3 of the voices from Raffo's play, brought to life by Faith Catton. Huda, an Iraqi intellectual in exile, Umgada, a mother, and Nana, a street hawker. Enjoy the show.
Well, exile in London for the intellectuals is mostly Scotch. Politics, of course, poetry. It used to be Gauloise, but I've given up smoking. Well, anyway, I tell you our dilemma. Some in the opposition praised America 100%. They knew they were the only power, and the whole policy of the world was in their hands. Myself, I had my doubts about American policy. I thought they were making their own map of the Middle East. Still, I preferred this chaos to the regime. Because Saddam was the worst enemy of the people than anyone. One summer, he beheaded 70 women because they were prostitutes. Well, he made them prostitutes. Saddam's stooges, they just kidnap a woman going from her house to her car and take her as a slave, a sex slave or a house slave when they were in their hideouts. And then, when they were finished with her, he would go to their family and say, she's a prostitute. Then he'd behead her and put her head out on the street. There were no laws. If you're a prostitute, you're beheaded. And these killers were Saddam created monsters. You are not born knowing how to behead. You learn torture. He took ordinary men and forced them to watch videos, how to cut off a hand, a tongue. These men cannot now be liberated. For them there's no peace. They cannot stop killing. And what chaos we have now is worse than that. Well, let it be chaos. If only something will happen. Maybe it's the only way. But I am for this war. I protested all my life. I was always political, even if I was bourgeois. When I lived in Beirut, I protested there. In '58, anyone who was intelligent was a communist. Everywhere I went was war. I marched for peace in Vietnam, I walked for peace in Chile. But this war was personal because it was against all my beliefs, and yet I wanted it. Because Saddam is the worst enemy than, well, imperialism.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد
I named my daughter Gata. Gata means tomorrow. So I am Unagata, mother of Gata. It is a sign of great joy and respect to call a parent by their kunya. I am famous now in Baghdad because I do live here in Yellow Trailer outside Amarilla bomb shelter since the bombing, 13 February 1991. Yes, I was inside with 9 from my family, talking, laughing, then such a shaking, pounding. I cannot find my children. I cannot find my way out. But somehow I do. In the whole next day, I am searching the charred bodies that are melded together. The only body I do find is my daughter, Gata. So I did take her name. I am Gata, mother of Gata. I am hard to understand why I survived and my children did. I asked to Allah, why you make me alive? That night, all people died. 403 people. And there is nothing we can do. They are dead. This is my witness stand. All pictures on the wall, and there are of me and emissaries from the world come to look what really happened here. Not what they read in the papers or see in the CNN. This is guest book they all sign. Your name will be witnessed too. Now, I have to show you first. Ta'al. This is Unadilla bomb shelter. There are names written in chalk over the smoked figures. And on the ceiling too, you can see the handprints and the footprints of the people who lay on the top bunks. There is silhouette of woman vaporized from the heat. And in the basement too, bombs burst the pipes and hot water did rise up to 5 feet and boiled the people. This huge room became an oven, and the people pressed to the walls. Come, I will take you to the roof so you can see how the bomb went in.
حي على الصلاة.
2 bombs from American airplane come to this point on the roof. First bomb, drilling bomb, drilled the hole. Second bomb, come to exactly same spot, come inside and explode in fires. Americans say they think this is training center for the military. I think they are testing bomb. These bombs never been used before, but are special 2-bomb system only for breaking bomb shelter. Is very purpose. Is very purpose. Now, grasses. They are growing in grave of Iraqi people. New life did choose to root here. My family is here. Gotham is here. I am Gata, mother of tomorrow. My full name is dead with them. Come, now you sign the witness book. The Americans offered me a lot of money to go back. But I do not believe in this. Some Iraqis, they're just selling themselves. I said, let the young people who are working there now have a chance with the policies. But they're too terrified to speak up. They're shell-shocked. And those girls, they're going backwards. They abandoned their education, and now they're wearing the veil. Their grandmothers are more liberated than they are. I'm in a period of disheartenment everywhere. And yes, I have doubts, well, about my whole life. I don't believe I have done what I wanted, my potential. The thing I fear the worst now, civil war. Iraqis don't want to be separated. They don't want to be split. Yeah, I mean, they always lived together. My family married the Shia. My husband was a Kurd. There was no separation sort of thing. We all wanted Saddam to go during the Gulf War. The people got together and made a big rebellion. 16 out of 18 provinces fell. They were sure America would help them, but America turned its back. America created a no-fly zone. And when they saw Saddam coming with his helicopters, they let him through. It was a bloodbath. He killed tens of thousands and buried them in a mass grave. If we had let the people get rid of themselves, would not now be so humiliated. Then, the worst 13 years of suffering. The, how do you call it? Embargo. And Saddam only got stronger. And the country more backwards and religious. And you know, the funny thing is, Saddam, he was never religious. But when the middle class are selling their books in the street just to eat, they got the whole world and abandoned them. These 13 years embargo just gave the fundamentalists their legitimacy. And now they're controlling the country. And Saddam is a martyr. No. Even dead, he's a savage. I don't believe in revolution anymore. Tell me the concept of revolution to change the values. Development must grow carefully, gradually, not suddenly. It has to grow more deep-rooted. No, I can say, we all can say, congratulations. The regime is gone. Saddam is gone.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على
Hello? Hello, you like to buy? These things, very nice, very old, good family. No, not that old, that ancient. Shh. Not so loud in English. You want my head on the side of the road? I have for you. You should fear now. Everyone is Saddam. Looking what you are, your name, your accent, what you sell, where you get it, from whom, what neighborhood. You must be Shia. You must be Sunni middle class.
حي على الصلاة
my name, my accident, my accent. My own mother wouldn't recognize me. I am not thief. Unadilla! To have is freedom. Hello? Hello? You like to buy these things very nice, very old, good. I had too much existence. I had survived 23 revolutions. My life has been spared. If my life has been spared, to whom do I owe my debt? I have much to repay. To whom do I owe my debt? Look, I give you old history, old. I was there. I saw from the beginning the looting peoples come with petrol for to burn National Archives, Quranic Library. Oh, was not accident. I saw a map. They knew what to take. Someone told them what to take, and no one stopped them. Our history is finished. Sunni, Shia, Kurd, Christian, even Jew. If they take what we share, is easier to finish. When I was young in school, they had us to draw a family tree. My mother had a new dress she loved, with flowers and ruffles. She wears it in the house every day, I think, for many weeks. So I draw my mother like a big flower with ruffles. Teachers say, no, it's wrong for Allah to show her hair and body. I am disrespecting. So I look to the other children. They are drawing only the father, grandfathers because of name line. So I just erased my mother. It's only pencil. Shot and gunfire and such. We just woke up. We thought it would pass and then something would happen. Nothing. We gathered the friends just out in the street, to see what's going to happen. We never went back to our houses. That was the coup. 1963, a Friday. They came with their Kalashnikovs and their boots and things, just going house by house, arresting people. I was taken for 2.5 months, my husband 4.5 months. We were pro Abdul Karim Qasim. We were the liberals. 180,000 people were just arrested from Baghdad that day. And the elite, the architects, the artists, you know, the intellectuals, everyone. We were communists then, but we were not violent. The Bassists just took us because we disagreed. The prison status was terrible. Well, we just lay. We stayed lying on the floor, only lying like sardines. And we were naked. I remember one woman got her period. You know what they do when a woman gets her period? They hang her naked, upside down. And her blood runs for the whole of her cycle, like that, upside down. Anyway, that's that. We could hear things at night. Always rape, and rape with electronic instruments. But their way, I promise you their way, was to torture those close to you. A woman I was with, they took her baby, her 3-month-old baby, and put the baby outside the cell in a bag of starving cats. And they recorded this and the sound of her rape to her husband in his cell. That's how they do it. So, how could the people have freed themselves? Anyway, nightmare. When we got out of jail, we flew with our wet clothes on our back. I did the wash, but we didn't wait for the drying. Myself, it takes a lifetime to be liberated. Are you hungry? No? I'm going to have another whiskey. You think the Iraqi people don't want to be liberated? Every day, they risk their lives to go to work, to go to school. The children leave their house not knowing if they'll come back. My brother patrols his street at night. My 67-year-old brother can't get a visa to get out. Yet anyone can get in. For every hero that comes in, there are 20 more waiting in line to take his place, desperate for a chance to risk everything. How many Iraqis have died? Protect them. Enable them. Otherwise, to live like this is not liberation, it's masochism.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله
Hello, you like to buy? These things very nice, very old, good family. We have carpets, shoes, books. Hello. Hello. You like this painting? It's very worth. She called it savagery. Is famous painter. Her name Lear. You recognize? I knew her. I was her neighbor. Bomb fell her house. La. Another bomb. Ah. Her sister house. She dead, her husband dead, her daughter blind. I very sad. So is more worth. More worth. I tell you, she is martyr. All of us, all. The president used to love her, he praised her, he put her painting in Baghdad Museum of Art. Museum full, only his portrait. Room and room, just him. He did put her body and her trees next to his face. So you must buy, you must buy. It's her last painting, alive. All the rest burned. National Museum of Art. I run, I take it. Our history is finished. So is more worth, more. I tell you a secret. Some trees are women's. This one, this little one, is me. I let her paint me. She did see me. Don't say my husband, you think just trees. I have to sell it.